Man, I am so passionate about this topic of working out versus training. And both do serve a purpose. And I want to differentiate these because this is another one of those tips that's going to help you take your results to the next level. This is really where a lot of these tips I'm giving you come down to understanding the why and the purpose behind what we're doing. But really the biggest differentiation between working out and training is progression. So that's where when we're working out, we're basically just maintaining. This is where we're going in, we're kind of just doing whatever we want. We're not actually building or progressing over time on top of what we did in those sessions because it's changing a lot. And this is how a lot of people train. This is also why a lot of people are diabolically sore all the time, because when you're constantly changing your training, you're just training new muscles every time. And if you train them hard, you're gonna be really fucking sore, which is why I'm a big fan of training or progressive overload, where you're essentially giving your body time week by week by week by week to adapt to that stimulus. And you should just be a little bit sore each time you go to train over time. So that is the difference. Working out, we're kind of just doing whatever we feel like on that day. Training is where we have purposeful intent behind what we're doing, and we're getting that progressive overload where we're repeating the same exercises for at least 4 weeks to see that progression over time. A lot of people, kind of fall into the trap of the working out, but they want results that the training will yield. If you literally just took what you were doing and just like pick your favorite shit out of what you're already doing and just at least progress it for 4 weeks, looking to either increase, which I think the easiest thing is just same exercises, same reps, same sets, and just look to progress that loading over that 4 weeks. And you will see and feel those adaptations taking place. That is where the results happen. That is really where you guys continually change your body over time. I talked about this in a previous video where I train clients not for a 6-week challenge, 8-week challenge, 12 weeks, or a couple of months. I train clients for years and years and years and years because of progressive overload, because of progression. And I know what a lot of you are thinking, Zach, that's boring. I don't want to repeat the same shit over time. Just give me 4 weeks. Do 4 weeks at a time. Anybody can stick with that for a month and then switch out your exercises. And pro tip, try to hit the same muscles or same areas of the body that you were already hitting. Just switch the exercise variations. This is an easy technique where, say you're someone who really loves a lot of variation in their training, but still wants effective results. That's where I would encourage you to basically operate in 4-week training blocks. Pick your split, pick your exercises, your sets, your reps, and then look to progress that loading across weeks and weeks and weeks, at least 4 weeks, like I'm saying, and then switch out those exercises, because this is where you'll see and you'll feel the changes in the muscle tissue over time. If you never give yourself that opportunity to progress, you're never actually making much change. Like I said, you're basically just in this mode of maintaining. That's where a lot of people just have to switch their mindset from short-term satisfaction to more long-term gains. And this is because a lot of people will go into the gym and it's like, I want to chase the pump, or let me do a bunch of abs. Like I always see people in the sauna at Lifetime, they're doing like shit ton of like all this volume of abs, and it's like, what does the diet look like? What does the nutrition look like? Are we actually doing like legitimate abdominal resistant based loaded training? So like a whole different topic for a whole different day. But at the same time, we have to understand that progression is truly everything. And that is really where we are going to see progress and change over time, and stop seeking that short-term satisfaction. That's literally what is holding you back. That is what holds so many people back, is like they're chasing that weight within that one session versus like giving themselves time to progress it over time. They're chasing those abs in one session. So they're doing all the ab training in the one session, or they're trying to hit that maximal load in that one session. It's like, give yourself time to actually make progress. That is how you will actually make progress. If you keep chasing that short term and you keep thinking you're gonna get results from that one workout, you will constantly feel like you're in quicksand. You will constantly feel stuck if you're constantly trying to chase that short-term like gain from that one session. And if you guys can flip that mindset to like long-term progression, true progressive overload, let me at least repeat my stuff for 4 weeks, you will literally be shocked. And just to show you guys how common this is, I played football at Ohio State. I actually originally played lacrosse at Ohio State on a scholarship. I ended up giving up my lacrosse scholarship, walking onto the football team at Ohio State, and then playing out the rest of my time on the Ohio State football team, winning a national championship, multiple Big Ten championships, starting in games, turned scholarship athlete, incredible experience. And with that, was friends with a lot of the lacrosse guys, and one of my literal groomsmen in my wedding, we were talking about this concept, and he's one of those guys where he's kind of leaned more into like the bodybuilding, higher volume work, but I'm getting him slowly but surely to really look at his fitness and his training more well-rounded, which I'm really happy about. I'm encouraging him and helping him level up in that way. But he comes from that specific bodybuilding nature of how he likes to train. And we were on the phone recently and he was just like, dude, I repeated those exercises for like a couple of weeks. And he's like, oh my God, man, like that is magic. And I'm like, welcome to progressive overload, brother. So it's just funny, guys. Like, this is a Division I athlete who knows this, but still wasn't implementing it. So I'm telling you guys, like, this is what holds so many people back, is they are going into the gym every single week, probably 5 times a week, and literally maintaining. And that's what I see a lot with clients where they come from that background where they're like, yeah, dude, I'm working out literally 5-6 days a week and I'm not seeing progress or results. If you're working out 5 to 6 days a week and not seeing results, if you're working out 3 days a week, 4 days a week and not seeing results, there's something diabolically wrong with the training. So I'm telling you guys, if we got results by just showing up in attendance and even effort, most of the people in these gyms would be completely unrecognizable by now. So these details I'm talking about and giving you guys are everything. These are the difference between results and not getting results. Again, if you guys can take what I'm explaining to you on this video and really run with it and really start transitioning what you're doing in the gym working out wise to more of a training format, you will see massive progress over time.